Ajā Ekādaśī. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, O Janardana, protector of all living entities, please tell me the name of the Ekadashi that occurs during the dark fortnight of the month Bhadrapada, like August-September. The Supreme Lord Sri Krishna then replied, O king, listen to me attentively. The name of this sin-removing sacred Ekadashi is Ajā. Any person who fasts completely on this day and worships Hṛṣīkeśa, the master of the senses, becomes free of all reactions to his sins. Even one who simply hears about this Ekadash is freed from his past sins. O king, there is no better day than this in all the entire heavenly worlds. This is true without a doubt. There once lived a famous king named Hṛṣīkeśa, who was emperor of the world and a person of great truth and integrity. His wife's name was Chandramati, and he had a son named Lohitashva. By the force of destiny, however, Hṛṣīkeśa lost his great kingdom and sold his wife and son. The pious king himself became a menial servant of dog-eater, who made him guard at the crematorium. Yet even while doing such a menial service, he did not forsake his truthfulness and good character, just as soma rasa, even when mixed with some other liquid, does not lose its ability to bestow immortality. The king passed many years in this condition. Then one day he sadly thought, what shall I do? Where shall I go? How can I be delivered from this plight? In this way he drowned in an ocean of anxiety and sorrow. One day a great sage happened by, and when the king saw him, he happily thought, O Lord, Brahma has created Brahmanas just to help others. Hṛṣīkeśa paid his respectful obeisances to the sage, whose name was Gautama Muni. With joined palms the king stood before Gautama Muni and narrated his pitiful story. Gautama Muni was astonished to hear the king's tale of woe. He thought, how has this mighty king been reduced to collecting clothes from the dead? Gautama Muni became very much compassionate towards Hṛṣīkeśa and instructed him on the process of fasting for purification. Gautama Muni said, O king, during the dark fortnight of the month of Bhadrapada, there occurs an especial meritorious Ekadashi named Ajā, which removes all sins. Indeed, this Ekadashi is so auspicious that if you simply fast on that day and perform no other austerity, all your sins will be nullified. By your good fortune, it is coming in just 7 days, so I urge you to fast on this day and remain awake through the night. If you do so, all the reactions of your past sins will come to an end. O Hṛṣīkeśa, I have come here because of your past pious deeds. Now all good fortune to you in the future. So saying, the great sage Sri Gautama Muni immediately disappeared from his vision. King Hṛṣīkeśa followed Gautama Muni's instruction concerning fasting on the sacred day of Ajā Ekādaśī, O Maharaja Yudhishthira. Because the king fasted on that day, the reactions to his previous sins were completely destroyed at once. O lion among kings, just see the influence of this Ekadashi fast. It immediately vanquishes whatever miseries one may be suffering as a result of past sinful activities. Thus all Hṛṣīkeśa's miseries were relieved. Just by the power of this wonderful Ekadashi, he was reunited with his wife and son, who had died but were now revived. In heaven, the demigods began beating on their celestial kettle drums and showering down flowers upon Hṛṣīkeśa, his queen, and their son. By blessings of the Ekadashi fast, he regained his kingdom without difficulty. Moreover, when King Hṛṣīkeśa left this planet, his relatives and all his subjects too went with him to the spiritual world. O Pandava, whoever fasts on Ajā Ekādaśī is surely freed from all his sins and descends to the spiritual world, and whoever hears and studies the glories of this Ekadashi achieves the merit gained by performing a horse sacrifice. Thus ends the Vrajavasi narration of the glories of Bhadrapada Krishna Ekadashi or Ajā Ekādaśī from the Brahma Vaivarata Purana.